Good morning, good people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. And if you are new, welcome. You all know that Shannon Sharpe has been fired from ESPN. I talked about him months ago when the story first broke about him and the young girl or whatever. But this is what I have to say about this, is that when will people or men like Shannon Sharpe learn that 9 times out of 10, these women that you are dealing with is strictly just out for your money, especially if you have some money? That's the bottom line on that. When will some black man just realize that when you hit a certain age, and when you have young women that are willing to do what you ask them to do, just be aware and know that these women are out for your money. Just plain and simple. They're out for your money. Nothing else. Nothing else. You know what I'm saying? You might be in it for sex. They may even be in it for sex for a moment. But it's all about getting what they can actually get the bag, as they say. So I guess, men like Shannon Sharpe, I guess one day you'll learn exactly what it's all about, which I think you know what it's all about, because you all are willing to pay these women and do all of the things or whatever, but that's what it's all about. They really don't want you like that for real, and then 9 times out of 10, these Caucasian women that dates these black men, a lot of them really have internalized racism about themselves. They're straight up racist, even though they may be seeing you, a black man, but a lot of them are just still racist to a point, So, but Monique told him what type of woman he actually needed. He didn't need a 26-year-old, a 36-year-old. Shannon Sharpe is pushing almost 60 years old. When will some of you men realize and just work with your brain here and not your other part of your body? I mean, really, it'll save you a whole lot of trouble. And maybe even save you some coins too, But again, a lot of times these girls, these women don't want anything from you but your money. So now he has to pay this woman all this money, and she is set for life. He has paved her way for life, pretty much, if she handle her money the way she needs to. But again, when will you men just realize when you hit a certain age, these girls, these women don't want you like that for real? They really don't. They really don't want you like that for real. Monique tried to tell him what type of woman that he needed, but he didn't want that. A lot of men don't want that. They want that young, tender, woman, as they say, that girl, as they say. They don't want anyone that's really going to be there in their corner, and that's going to tell them the God honest truth on what's going on. They don't want that. They want that young girl. That's the reason why a lot of them get caught up in the mix, the whole 9 yards. So, but I guess one day they'll learn. And then he also, talked about his brother. He talked about ESPN, how he asked them to, not, say anything about his firing right now. Wait till, after Monday, because his brother is being inducted into the Hall of Fame sports or whatever. And they basically told him, no, we're going to do it right now. And that's simply because they don't care. They don't care. You're just a warm body to do what you needed to do at that time. And when you messed around with this white girl, they got rid of you. But he asked them to wait because he didn't want it to overshadow his brother during this time. But again, Shannon should have thought about that. He should have thought about all of that. When will it come a time when some of these men start making better decisions. You know, they don't have to do what you ask them to do. You caused this domino effect. You did. So you have to suffer the consequences now. But Shannon Sharpe will be okay. He will be A-okay, because I'm sure he still has that show that he does, Club Shay Shay. But yeah. But I'm just wondering, when will it come a time when these men just realize that these young girls don't really want you for real? They just want your money. They absolutely just want your money. So yeah, you guys comment, like, tell me what your thoughts are on this. Please hit the like button, because you know that lets YouTube know to push my video on out to more viewers. And yes, and if you enjoyed this video, check out my next video, because I think you will enjoy it.